Well, I thought it'd be kind of fun just to do a video where I take you with me, kind of show you the day in, day outs of our travels. Yesterday we had just a great day with Justin and Rainey Herod. Went out and had some. We kind of had started our day doing a live message to our followers, and did it together. We both kind of do the same thing, so we did it together using two different cameras, and it was a lot of fun, and I'll put a little bit of footage of that on here. But also then we stayed an extra day so we could just hang out with them and run around town here in Palestine, Texas. And we had been on a 21-day fast and had been on a sugar fast, and I still am on the sugar, trying to do the sugar fast. Now I'm getting ready. Right now it's 8:33 in the morning, and I'm supposed to go to a men's meeting with Justin and his church, and just meet up with those guys, have some breakfast and coffee. But I already jumped the gun, had to have my own coffee here. I make my coffee on this Keurig here using I used to be a Italian cream guy, so I had to go with a no sugar cream, and then I put just a very little of this. I can't remember the name. I mean, this is the brand, but I can't remember the name of the sugar. But it's I used a teaspoon like this, but just like the very tip of it is all I put in there. So I'm getting closer and closer. What I'm really trying to do is wean myself completely off of sugar in my coffee and try to get to where I can just handle black. And that is a taste that you must acquire. So
Bible studies, man. It was just me and Todd and Brother Forrest, and talking about doctrinal issues and things like that, and just working on some deep things, and people started coming.
So that was incredible, an incredible morning. The pastor here, Pastor David, is just one of the coolest cats I've ever been around in my life. And I don't think he has a religious bone in his body, and I just love it, man. And just being around JT and all them cats, it was a real blessing. We got good food, but really the meat was the word and the fellowship with each other. So now on to go. It's raining nasty. What's not interesting but disgusting is I just got done washing my rig by hand, tore up my shoulder doing it, and now it's raining. And it's supposed to keep on raining all day, which means I got to drive in it, which means it's just gonna get filthy again. But so I gotta head back and do all the dumping and all the work and get it prepared, and we gotta head out and head to Houston, Texas, or Conroe, really. All right, here we go. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is flushing and dumping. We love this rig because it's got such a large black tank. We've been 9 days and we're only half full, but it's not usually good to dump unless you're at least half full or more, because of the gravity of it all. And when you're at an RV park, don't leave your black tank open, because it won't flush out and end up clogging everything. So we keep it closed until we're ready to go, and then we dump. But what I'm doing now is I'm actually back flushing. So you see this blue hose here, it's plugged into the flushing element, so I'm pushing fresh water back into the black tank at a pretty rapid speed, so it cleans all of the tank, and then fill it up, and then I'll dump it again. I usually do that a couple times, sometimes once is good enough. What I do is, this is why it's important to have a clear elbow, so that you can see. What I do is I sit here and watch it until it becomes clear, and then I know that it's been flushed pretty good. And usually that takes a couple times, sometimes only once. It depends on how often you do it. Sometimes you don't have time to flush it at all, but that's rare. Usually I will spend the time to flush. And then also, I've got a full gray tank right now, or real close to grade. Gale did some washing clothes and stuff like that. That fills up fastest. So what I'm doing there is waiting till it's all done, flushing and back flushing and all that kind of stuff, and then I pull the gray tank and get one more flush out, and that kind of helps me to keep my hose clean and all of that jazz. So that's what I'm doing right now, and it's raining. Good times. Okay, so it's loud, but we're all hooked up. We're ready to roll. Hands are dirty. Everything's wet, nasty. It's part of the deal. Everybody talks about the romantic life. There's a lot of ups, but there's a lot of things that you gotta kind of get over and mountains to climb. And this was not easy, even going up this driveway. You see the driveway and there's so many trees and stuff. We had to go around that, and then we're kind of on a slope downhill. I wouldn't recommend to hook it up on this kind of a hill, but we had to. But anyhow, we're all set to go, and the tour is on road. Take care, sir. Thank you.
We stopped for fuel at Buc-ee's. By the way, Buc-ee's, if you're ever in Texas or ever near Buc-ee's in an RV or something, that place literally is about 15 to 30 cents per gallon less than any other place we found. I mean, it's always consistently less by far than any other place. We pulled into Buc-ee's just to top off on fuel, and as we're leaving, Gale just wanted to make sure the door's shut, and she opened the door while we're moving and shut it, and we heard a pop, and noticed that there's a mechanism that she in essence disengaged, that is a little ball in the corner of the door that slides up to seal the door from wind noise. While we were, so without that being engaged, we found out for about the last 15 miles how loud it is in here. I mean, the wind's just like howling in here.
Well, I know it's backwards, but we made it to Caney Creek Cowboy Church here in Conroe, Texas. That's where we're plugged up for the night. Usually when we get to a church, we like to spend 2 or 3 days just kind of loving on the pastor, getting to know, spend time with them. And we have done that many times with Pastor Mark. Love him, love his wife Mary, great people. However, this time we've got to be, Monday night I got to be in Abilene, which is about 8 hours away. So we got to, as soon as church is over pretty much, we're gonna have to haul it. So we are safe and sound here at Caney Creek Cowboy Church. Now I get to go watch some roping. So this is one of those cool churches that have a roping arena. Right on. So Gale's making some dinner tonight, and what exactly are you making?
Egg roll in a bowl.
Egg roll in a bowl. What exactly is it? Just like, what do you got going on there?
Ground beef and coleslaw and a bunch of different, there's going to be egg and soy sauce and a couple other things.
Soy sauce here and some. We've been doing a lot better. She also made this. This is what I have for breakfast every day. It's a natural, like, energy bar. It's got protein and honey and peanut butter. That's it. And it's like low sugar or no sugar peanut butter, and I love it every morning, and just grateful. So since we've been eating healthier, what we notice is we've been eating more in the coach, and it's been wonderful not have to go out and eat all the time. Now we still have to go out with our friends quite often. Not have to, we get to, but it's always nice to have an evening like this. Just buttoning up for the night. Since I'm just sitting here, thought I would do a little bit of work, watch a little bit of tool time. and get into make a little video tonight. You know, one of the hardest things about doing these vlogs is you forget to vlog. I woke up this morning and I was in such a hurry, I forgot to, you know, video putting up the sound system. So I've already set up my entire sound system in their arena. Already done a sound check, all that kind of stuff. And right now, Gale's over there putting up the product and getting ready for the morning. Our CDs and tapes, really, no tapes. CDs and t-shirts, and we got just a bunch of myriad of product, hats, a lot of hats. And you can get all that at johnrowlett.com. Just saying. And it's about 30 minutes before service starts. And all I got to do now is just kind of get myself mentally prepared. I got to make me some hot tea. That's what I usually have. If anybody ever sees me at a meeting, I usually, this thing is full of hot tea. One of the things that I like to do is whatever state I go in, I like to buy that state's honey or that area's honey. It helps with your allergies in that area. One of the hardest things about traveling is that as you enter a new area, you enter its allergies, you know, the pollens and the unique things that are in the area. And so the local honey really kind of helps battle that for me personally. Cold out there still? Was it still blowing really?
It's pretty warm.
Okay, so it might be good. I'm still gonna bring my jacket, but it was really cold and windy this morning, so we'll see. But let's go. Let's do this.
Come on. Hey. Put God in your country and keep this country strong. Put God in your country, 'cause it's his country, yeah. And that's where we belong. Oh, come on, man.
So it was a great service. Had 2 salvations. As soon as I got done, I leaned over to unplug the speaker, and my back went out. It like drove me to my knees, and I had to have all their guys help me put all my speakers and everything away. So I'm just trying to press through with it. It's extremely painful, but we're making it. We're heading to Abilene now. We're gonna go be with our friends Russell and Heather Smith in Snyder, Texas. We are 400 miles from them right now. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. So we probably won't make it there tonight. Just got through stopping at Buc-ee's for fuel, $2.19. 5 miles down the road, there's a Love's at $2.89. That just shows you the difference. And this place was packed. And when I say packed, I'm talking about they probably have at least 100 pumps, minimum, maybe more. And every single pump was full. It took us probably 10 to 15 minutes just to get into an empty pump. It's crazy. So, man, really grateful. Shout out to Buc-ee's and the cheap fuel prices. We really are grateful and really need it. So, onward and upward to Snyder, Texas. Here we come. We're hitting a milestone here. A milestone. We've had this since June of 19, and we're about to hit 50,000 miles. And here it is, 50,000 miles. Milestone right outside of Texas at 8:30 at night. And that's what it looks like. Well, this is some great camera work, I say. It is 9:30. Drove about 8 hours, and we're here in Sweetwater, Texas, and we just didn't feel comfortable. Our friend, like I said, lives off of the beaten path off of a dirt road, and Gale feels more comfortable staying here for the night than having them meet us, and we'll drive onto their property. So we are at Walmart, and Gale is walking Shyla, and we're done for the night. We're gonna pull out this one side maybe and try to get some sleep. Well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. It was a horrible night. Froze because my back is out. We decided not to put out the backslide because I wouldn't be able to. There's a couple of techniques that you have to do to put it back in, and I wouldn't be able to do that. So Gale slept on the bed in the back sideways, and I slept on the couch, which did not go well. And we froze, and then had to turn the generator on a couple times a night to turn the heater on. It was a rough night. And these are the adventures, the less romantic adventures, and I'm glad I'm expressing them to you. And about to make me some coffee. So So we have made it here to Hermliegh, Texas, and oh, sorry, my back is out. And one of my favorite, all of our friends are here: Rod and Paula and Heather and Russell Smith, and then of course Ma. And look at that back there. There she is back there. And when I walked in, they had a surprise for me. My birthday is in 9 days, and Paula is an incredible baker, incredible cake maker, and she made me this cake. Look at that. Oh my word. I don't even know if you can get all the details. That is so cool. We're safe, we're sound. Hermliegh, Texas, out in the middle of nowhere. Don't even try to find us. Thanks to my buddy Russ here. We got up early and went to the chiropractor in Colorado City, and this guy was old school, and I sat in his office and I couldn't help but just snicker, laugh, because I'm like, I just stepped back into 1984. I mean, it was 100%. He had the old phone with the flashing light that you push the button and talk on, and all that jazz. It was hilarious. So, what he did to me afterwards was not hilarious at all, and lots of pain. Found out I pretty much had a bad spring of my like pelvic muscle right around there, and so he's working on it, and we're working on it, and we're gonna have another appointment tomorrow and another appointment Friday. Then I've got church Sunday morning in Sawgrass at Sawgrass Cowboy Church in Merkel, Texas. And then next week I got to be in Kingman, Arizona, or Wickenburg, Arizona. So this cannot linger. We have got. Show you the. All of the weather checking. You can see all that, and that's how you blow tires, right there. We got her done. Today we've got to go down to Merkel, Texas, to Salt Branch Cowboy Church for them doing the service there. As you saw in the video just a second ago, we've got the old girl right there's got brand new shoes. So there's a gentleman that comes out here. It's called the fastest tire changer in the West. And he did an amazing job. There comes Gale. We're gonna load up the product here, and we got a bunch of people coming with us, and really excited to have a great day. Love you guys.
We're going to Salt Branch Cowboy Church
Yeah.
in Hermliegh, Texas.
Do it.
What's
you
your
do it all
name?
the time. Do it.
Just say your name. It's not that hard. All right. Claire, and today you're going to go shoot your BB gun, right? Yeah. What are you going to shoot your BB gun at?